Greetings everyone, welcome to another Brony Debates Live. This week we are talking about the effects of alopecia and jesters' privileges in the chat today. I hope you all enjoyed the Oscars, and I hope you all are going to have a wonderful weekend. I hope you've had a good week so far. Let's get this show on the road here. I April Fool's you a little bit here. We are not talking about any of that stuff. That stuff is cringe. We are talking about who is best pony, which is quite possibly the most important topic that could possibly be conjured. Like, we can't even begin to hope to solve the problems of the world until we figure out who best pony is. And this has been an argument that's been going on probably since the early 80s. And we are going to settle it tonight. I don't care if this stream takes 10 hours. We are not leaving here. I have chained everybody to their desks. Nobody's getting up until we have come to a unanimous decision. Us five representing the entirety of the Brony community and humanity as a whole for the extraterrestrials watching out there. I know you're out there. You still haven't gotten back to me on whether or not the earth is flat. But we are going to figure this out. And from then on, humanity will only improve. Now then, joining me tonight for this incredibly auspicious occasion, we've got DJ Skywalker. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Greetings and beyond the new, fellow bronies. We will finally decide who is the greatest pony.
Indeed. Spoiler alert, it's me. It's always been me.
That's a lie and you know it.
No, I am the best. Cordero.
All right, debate over.
Cordero, how are you doing?
I was doing better. Now I know why you insisted on the chains tonight. Am I at least allowed to eat?
Nope.
Damn it.
You better earn that freaking meal for the sake of humanity.
All right, best ponies Brony, debate over. I'm so hungry.
Joining us
He didn't let me eat yesterday either.
Yeah, well, that was your own fault. Joining us for the first time on a debate is Jasper Pie. How are you doing tonight, Jasper?
I was dragged here kicking and screaming, and yet I did not ask him to stop.
Good. Well, I mean, you might have had a chance if you had asked, but you were too busy going, "Ah!" I can't work with that. That could mean anything. All right. And joining us again, it's been for the first time in a little bit here, is Morningstar. How are you doing tonight, sir?
How on earth you managed to drag a 20-foot tall wolf on its hind legs and chain it down, I will never know, but you've done it.
Y'all mini Philly seem to have forgotten my name. What's my name?
Heather Blossom?
Boy,
Dang it, I was going to do the same thing.
I will make you look like me, okay?
No.
Oh,
God, that's already happening.
It didn't take much effort. All he had to do is say Jasper Pie's Pizza was there, and I was carrying him all the way back.
Alrighty then. So, I'm seeing a couple of new names in the chat there. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. What we're going to do here is we're going to talk about this important topic for a few minutes, and then at about the 45-minute mark, we're going to try, unless the conversation veers off like it usually does, to answer your questions at the end of the stream. So feel free to interact with each other, have fun, and I will we'll address your comments and questions at the end. But first I gotta give a shout out to my generous supporters on Patreon who make my content easier to produce and my bills easier to pay, and we get them on the show, especially those on the $10 and up tier. The big long list is Princess Heather Blossom, Shady Oak Ministries, Sid McConroy, Autoknight, Emerald Spencer, Senko, Kyle Christensen, DJ Skywalker, who's with us tonight, Rein-Kun, Morningstar, who's with us tonight, Pony Cordero, who's with us tonight, QFlash, Billy Henline, Alden MacManx, EasyModeGamer, and Dark Malcontent, author of the Metaverse series. Please check out all their links in the description. Jasper just came out with a bunch of new content today, so please check out his channel if you're not familiar with him already for whatever reason. Cordero has got some really good fan fictions, and so does DJ, and Morningstar over here is a gaming live streamer, so if you're into any of that stuff, I highly recommend their content. Their links, like I said, are in the description. Now then, let's go around and we gotta talk about who is best pony. Now, first we'll just go around the table and give our nominations for best pony. After which, I will open up the floor and we can argue with each other as to why we're wrong. And we will be here, like I said, until we come to a consensus. So, Avatar Kyoshi is 100% the best pony. I would say try to change my mind, but you can't. I would pull a Steven Crowder, but you can't. It's not possible because it is the objective truth. Avatar Kyoshi is the best pony. Morningstar, what do you think?
Come on, man. You and I both know Kyoshi's got nothing on Danny Phantom. I get it. You got some big alicorn pony that can control the elements, but Danny Phantom can turn into a ghost pony. You just can't beat that, Brony. You just can't.
Okay. I'm sure I can already think of a couple of ways around that, but we'll figure that out later. Jasper, best pony.
I have heard both options, and both options are valid, but you're both morons. The one choice, the perfect choice, the only choice, is Sam the Eagle.
Sam the Eagle. Now,
Sam the Eagle.
I would be willing to give that a close third place, but we'll put a pin in that for now. Cordero, best pony.
Well, as patriotic as Sam Eagle is, it's obviously Star Butterfly. Not only is she an alicorn princess, but she unlocked the power of the fourth, arguably fifth pony race, which is the Warnicorn. And she brought magic back to both Muni, Equestria, and the human world.
Alrighty then. And DJ, what do you think?
Okay, look, you guys have put out some great options, but they're all good guys. I mean, people like the good guys, but everyone loves the bad boy, and no one's badder than Kylo Ren. You can't change my mind.
Alrighty then.
You're right.
So
He's
let's he is extremely bad. So let's just all dogpile on DJ real quick and get that out of the way. How the heck can Kylo Ren possibly be a good pony, much less the best? He's got absolutely nothing going for him in terms of character, and his powers are whack. He is a discount Darth Vader, and Darth Vader was already pretty discount as it was.
How dare you, sir? Kylo Ren has the best mask. How he fits that muzzle under there, I'll never know, but it works. He's got a kick-ass sword, and he can use telekinesis without being a unicorn. I mean, come on. He's broken.
Kick-ass.
Plus, he's wider than all of you guys combined.
So he breaks...
he is bad, but you know what's worse? Your opinion!
So you're telling me that because Kylo Ren breaks the lore of the universe and carries a stupid sword that shouldn't work, that's threatening to break just by holding it, that all of these things, and then he just overcomes it for no reason. So not only is he handicapping himself, but he still manages to be a Mary Sue while handicapping himself, and then somehow still manages to suck, and you think he's the best pony?
I mean, clearly, because since he's a Mary Sue, it means all of your choices automatically lose.
Nah, our choices at the very least have redeeming qualities. I mean, except for, whoever picked Danny Phantom over there.
Oi!
I mean, freaking Kylo Ren is a Mary Sue who loses to a bigger Mary Sue in his own story. Like, it's already bad enough to be a Mary Sue, but how pathetic is it to lose, to be like second place Mary Sue?
Okay, we're not talking about Rey here. Okay, she's not involved in here.
I know
she was a bad addition to the cast.
I know,
Kylo
and
Ren
she's
was
still better than
clearly
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
He's
Still
under
beat Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren's worse. He's under Rey, and Rey is not good.
Nah. That was just the writing staff not understanding what they had made.
The writing staff makes or
fan fiction
breaks.
version of Kylo Ren is better.
Yeah, because that's something a cringe brony would do. All right, so DJ, do you want to add or take away anything from what we've said so far?
I mean, at least all of Kylo's amazing stuff is actually in the movies. You gotta read the freaking books to find out Kyoshi sucked.
But she didn't? Okay, so we're talking about Kyoshi now. Is that what's up? So let
I
me.
mean, she's just a murderer.
No, she's not. She's never had to murder anybody. Now, here's the thing about Kyoshi that makes her so. She came up from nothing. She worked extremely hard her whole life to. First of all, they didn't even realize that she was the next reincarnation of the Alicorn princess until halfway through her life, past the point where twice past the point where she should have been. Started her Alicorn avatar training in the first place, had to lose her whole team because everybody convinced it was actually her friend who was the Alicorn, and then had to fight her best friend. I mean, try to name me more characters that have gone through physical pain than more pain than that, and she still rises above it. She's still a benevolent leader, a representative for the spiritual world and the human world, and the that can bring peace to all the nations. She was all about the female empowerment, right? And the actual female empowerment, not like the stupid stuff that Kylo Ren ends up promoting in his stupid movie just by virtue of sucking so bad. No, she made a good space for the women of the village to actually learn how to empower themselves and train hard and run with other superpowered people when they themselves did not have power. So how is it that she can be the most... So she managed to start from nothing, rise to the top, and maintain it with a pretty much spotless record. And yeah, sometimes when you're in a situation like that, people are going to oppose you, and you're going to have to deal with a lot of sociopaths. And if it's anything that I've learned from dealing with psychopaths and sociopaths like that, is that some of them, there's only one way to stop them. And it's extremely unfortunate, but it's still self-defense. It's not murder. Now, what do you guys have to say to that?
Murder is murder, even in self-defense.
Okay, that's just objectively wrong.
That's interesting.
Cool
Well,
motive,
Brony,
still murder.
I mean, I will say this about Kyoshi. She at least knows how to make good popsicles out of someone's heart.
Yeah.
Exactly, but self-defense. I mean, you would have done the same thing in Kyoshi's situation.
hearts.
Oh yeah, I self-defense someone right off the island.
Yeah. Well, no, I won't give her that one as a murder, simply because that idiot stood there on his all fours and waited for the rocks to fall.
She still caused his death. She could be sued for that.
No, he could have moved.
No,
He could
okay.
have left.
Okay, so I mean, didn't we already deal with this towards the beginning of this year or the ending of last year? That was self-defense. Everybody caught it on camera. We had witnesses. Kyoshi was acquitted of that murder.
Okay,
Threat
but
was he to
you
her?
just-
Let's be honest. We all know she was keeping him there.
No, she wasn't.
He was just standing there. For all we know, she had him completely frozen in place with her earth powers.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of speculation there. I'm
Yeah.
going to need to see some actual proof of that.
I mean, he held his head up high. He had his snout in the air, and he was just staring her down the entire time.
She told
Just
him
because he's
to
an idiot
move.
doesn't mean
Even-
he deserved to die.
Even as he fell, he never broke that face. You cannot say he wanted that.
Alrighty
think
then.
most
Well,
people
now
don't want to fall to
who's
his death,
adding
I agree.
motive?
What were you saying, Cordero?
Most people don't want to fall to their death. I agree. Brony, all of this is irrelevant because you disqualified the self-defense argument at the very start when you very mistakenly said she's never had to kill anyone, which means that the people that she did verifiably kill couldn't have been self-defense if she didn't have to kill them. You nerfed her own self-defense argument.
Okay, well, I misspoke a little bit there. I can give you that as a half point. I will say that I misspoke. I meant to say she never
Oh, you
murdered
misspoke.
anybody. Yes.
Changing your story now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm clarifying. Okay,
I
I was
misspoke.
speaking. It was an impassioned oration. Okay, which is an
She just
argument that you've
mismoved the
used. Which is an argument that you've used on this stream before or on this
No,
show.
I get
before.
you. I get you. She mismoved the earth. She misfroze his heart. It was all an accident.
No, I was saying those were self-defense. That's not an accidental kind of thing.
Well, I mean, if she's so powerful, why did she ever have to kill anyone in the first place?
Because
Yeah, Aang didn't
sometimes
have to kill
What
anyone.
threat is
He
anyone
saved
to
the
her?
world.
If she's so great, what threat is anyone to her? Why kill anyone?
Well, because the threats go beyond just you sometimes. And I can talk to this from personal experience. Sometimes they're not just trying to threaten you. Sometimes they're threatening your friends, and sometimes they'll try to hurt you by hurting your friends. So at a certain point, there's only one way to stop someone from hurting someone. You can either imprison them for forever and hope that they're not strong enough to break out. Those guys were definitely strong enough to break out. They had already broken out of jail several times before. Chin had a whole army behind him. You're not just going to stop somebody like that. You're not just going to convince somebody like that. They've already made up their mind that it's their way or death, and then they lost. Every single one of them was given the option to stand down and then chose not to.
Okay, fine. She conveniently had to self-defense all of her political enemies. But that aside, what makes her best?
Like I said, because she started from nothing, had learned
Started from the bottom. Now she's here.
Yeah, she had to learn everything the hard way, and then still managed to not let that power go to her head, and managed to become a benevolent leader that didn't take advantage of her situation. And additionally, what made her the best is, unlike other alicorns, unlike Korra and unlike Aang or even the one that came before her, Unalaq, I believe. No, it wasn't Unalaq. It was somebody else. I'm sorry, I forgot the previous waterbender alicorn's name. But they all hesitated. They all put themselves before their duties, and they all paid a giant price for it. Kyoshi never had that problem. She did what was necessary as soon as she understood the correct path to take.
Sounds to me like she was just a hammer that saw everything as a nail.
Korok came before Kyoshi.
Korok, thank you very much.
Don't be dissing Aang like that. Aang is the one avatar who manages to find a vegan option to saving the world. He didn't have to kill anyone.
Aang had it handed to him. He didn't have.
What are you talking about? He had to solo the Fire King on Fire Sun Comet Day.
Right, but he had to
fire. He had to solo the guy and then not kill him and bend the bending out of him. He invented a new kind of bending to bend the bending out of him.
Right. And now it would have been cool.
He invented a new power while defeating the most powerful guy on the most powerful day ever.
Okay, then you didn't watch the show because he did not invent that. The lion turtle showed it to him.
Oh, you mean? Oh, you're right. You got me. The things that invented bending actually invented that.
I was gonna say, if we're going that route, then technically Kyoshi didn't invent anything either, because all bending came from the lion turtles.
So yeah, exactly. Technically, the lion turtles. You got me with technically God invented the universe, so you didn't make your pie from scratch. Good argument, Brony.
Logic. Why isn't Tank an alicorn?
How do you know?
Because Tank is just a tortoise and not a lion turtle.
Exactly.
He could be whatever he wants to be.
But that's still a farce on its face there, Cordero. Okay, don't you like All Might so much? That's another character that got his powers in the same exact way as the alicorns here did. They get it passed down, but now they're born with it, and then they cultivate it themselves. The lion turtles didn't give them the bending at the very start, and also that's a Korra thing, which is a direct retcon to the only true canon, which was the last alicorn airbender.
Actually, a misunderstanding, Brony, because all bending comes from a different kind of animal. So even before Korra, it was very possible for that to be allowed.
Brony, you must be so flexible, because this is the most impressive mental gymnastics I've ever seen. You were just pulling stuff and equating stuff everywhere that has nothing to do with anything else. What is All Might's power being passed down from? By the way, the person has to both be worthy, and then once they get the power, they have to earn it and cultivate it themselves.
That is exactly what I said, Pop Meat Kettle.
It's like being handed ingredients and being like, oh, you didn't. I'm really on baking tonight. You didn't really make that cake. You were handed the ingredients, so it was free and it doesn't count.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Aang got the ingredients. I'm saying he was given the cake.
Aang or All Might? I can't keep
Both.
up
We are
with your moving goalposts.
Both. We are talking about both.
We're talking about both at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
In the same comparison.
Yes, because they
Yes.
are very similar characters with similar types of powers and well, maybe not powers, but similar origins and. All right.
Not really.
If you're equating the lion turtle to One for All, then yes, they're similar in origin in that way. But for the most part, bending is something you're born with. Okay, like magic. Now then, we've spent too long on Avatar Kyoshi, and I've shot down quite successfully, if I might add, all opposition here.
Wouldn't call that successful, but
Well, yeah, you could call it whatever you want. If it's not successful, you'd still be wrong. Anyway,
Who's the gaslighter on this show?
this week it might just be me, okay? But don't sit there and act like you ain't done it before. Okay, so
Now you know how it feels.
Jasper, who'd you have again?
I had Sam the Eagle, and you know why? Because he is the very face of order and controlledness in Equestria. I mean, you're surrounded by all these weirdos, these pastel-colored freaks of nature. Someone has to be the one to keep things in control and calmness. He is the reason why Discord cannot sleep at night. In fact, I'd go so far as to say he should have been crowned the princess.
He's a wet blanket and literally nobody likes him.
But he is a go-getter. He does the things he does for Equestria, he does on his own, while in comes Celestia calling on the Powerpuff Girls to say, Lord T-Rex done screwed up my pickle jar again.
do you want to know how inconsequential Sam the Eagle is? I had to look him up to know who he was.
Well, no, that's just because you're an uncultured swine. I don't see what that doesn't mean. Sam the Eagle is inconsequential. It's a non-issue there.
I mean, sure, he's in the background most of the time, but at least he's got a great personality.
I will give him that, but
He is doing what the main six are too incompetent to do. Keeping things in order and tidy.
Well, he certainly tries, but he fails at every turn, and nobody listens to him.
yeah.
Nobody gives him the time of day and respects all the contributions he does.
I mean,
Because they forget he exists half the time.
Because maybe he doesn't care that much about the spotlight. Unlike Star, who's got to go around and go, oh, look, I got the magical butterfly pen, and I'm going to save Equestria from magic that I caused.
Ooh, those some fighting words there.
Those are some fighting words. You know not what you speak. Listen, Sam Eagle is funny, but not on purpose. He's funny because of what he does. Unlike, say, Statler and Waldorf, who are better ponies than Sam Eagle because they're funny on purpose.
Well, that's the thing. They have to try to be funny. Sam doesn't even have to lift a finger.
Sam doesn't realize that he's the butt of the joke. It's a pretty good joke, though.
And yet he still carries on like a true soldier into battle.
so he's
Also, you know
bullheaded,
what?
and he doesn't learn.
He doesn't learn.
I
and
mean,
he would
that is a
object to
pretty
being princess.
that is a pretty apt metaphor for the United States of America, but that certainly would disqualify him from best pony.
Sam Eagle would object to being princess because it's not a president. We're not following the Constitution. We can't have a monarchy with Sam Eagle.
He's just not a very subtle metaphor.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's not. He's too American. That's the whole stick. He's just a little bit too American.
And this is
America.
Equestria, not America.
Yeah. Except when it is. Except when they go there.
Yeah,
he so
exactly.
want-
Well, they got Equestria has democracy on the local level.
if he so
Yeah.
wanted to, he could make it He could make it America.
Yeah,
Heck,
but that would
make it-
violate the Constitution. He would need the okay from Congress in order to do that, because that would almost certainly start a war.
what friggin' Congress?
Equestria is a limited constitutional monarchy similar to the Commonwealth of Britain. Read my fanfiction.
Yeah,
Wait,
guys,
Equestria has a parliament? I mean, I
Yes.
know they have the EEA, but
They have a parliament. Yes.
all right, so Jasper, what do you have to say to all this?
Oh,
Well,
we
you know
win.
what I
It's
can
salad.
say? Well, you know what I gotta say? I gotta say, you are all weirdos.
Give it.
Okay, so
I
now
acknowledge
but
the
so now
fair
Jasper
retort.
is
We
resorting
gotta
to
give
ad
it to him on
hominem.
that.
Jasper's now resorting to ad hominem, so I'm pretty sure he's.
I mean, he's out of a line, but he's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're all weird
Thank
on
you,
some
Falcon.
fundamental level, so...
He's making a Falcon reference to the eagle.
I was going to say,
I understood that reference.
I was going to say, if anyone didn't even catch that reference, then your point is automatically moot.
Alrighty then.
He understood that reference.
I got it too. Just whatever. Alrighty then. So, who haven't we gotten? We haven't gotten to
Me.
We have Star and Danny left.
Yeah. So Cordero, why is Star Butterfly the best pony?
Star Butterfly is not only an actual princess, but she actually ties all of the magic together. She makes her own magic out of her own wand. She has to cultivate her own spells into from the ether, which is pretty much the requirement of becoming an alicorn pony, and she just does that shit on a daily basis. She also mastered friendship by quelling the racism problems in Muni and Earth and uniting them together.
Alrighty
Didn't she
then.
try to blow up all magic?
No.
2 issues.
Well, go ahead, Morningstar.
2 issues. 1, she had the easiest to guess ship in the entire show. I mean, from episode 1, everyone was calling it. Even after they introduced her old love interest, even after her and her love interest got to get back together, everyone was still calling it. 2,
I didn't say she had the best ship. I said she's the best pony.
hold on.
Does it matter who she shipped to?
Hold on. 2, she was Mary Sue all the way. She just kept pulling. You're right. She was able to pull magic out of thin air and create it, but that's the issue. She could just keep doing that. Yeah, granted, she had to go through struggles, but she just kept creating new magic. So she'd be alicorn times. There's not even a number high enough that I can count on my fingers.
If I may add to that,
She had to
If I may
train
add
and
to it.
learn. She had to train and learn the new magic.
Hold on a
and
second.
you just said she went through struggles.
Hold
No,
on.
I can't ignore somebody disqualifying their own argument in the same sentence that they're making it.
Jasper, what were you saying?
if I may add to that, didn't she also cause a magical fustercluck just to be with her boy toy again?
That didn't happen.
Yes, it did.
The last episode didn't happen. That's garbage.
It happened. We all
whether you
saw
like it or
it
not.
happen.
I don't think denying reality is helping your argument here, Cordero.
No, probably not. I just hated the ending of the show. Crazy Whore 116, Star is irresponsible. Star was irresponsible. That's her whole character arc of the show, is becoming a responsible and powerful princess worthy of her position.
Except she never does, because she never gets the position.
Finish watching season 1. Get through season 1 and get on to the later seasons so you can see her become responsible. That's the whole point of a character arc. That's why Mary Sues are bad. That's why she's not a Mary Sue. She actually had to learn and go through struggles and become better. Nothing was handed to her, and the spells that she created, she had to train and learn how to do that, and it wasn't easy.
And didn't she lose both her wand by getting it destroyed and only having half the wand for 90% of the series, and lose the only book to her entire family's legacy that she had to some evil whack job that wasn't even really an evil whack job? He was just more of a comedy relief.
Comedy relief. I mean, Korra lost the entire chain of avatars.
Hey, I ain't saying nothing about Korra. That was
Korra isn't canon.
Series, but
Yeah, I kind of slept through Korra's arc, to be honest.
I only
Fair
acknowledge bits and pieces of Korra.
Listen, so is she a Mary Sue, or did she have a character arc in overcoming struggles? Because I'm either getting she's a Mary Sue because it was easy, and then I say no, she went through struggles, and then
I never said that it was easy for her.
And then
but
people
she just
say,
kept getting. Her issue is she'd find a struggle, and then within an episode or two, she'd be even stronger than the struggle.
All right, tag me in Morningstar.
And
go ahead, Brony. Go ahead.
And let Cordero finish his sentence first.
I'm trying to keep up with the moving goalpost here because it's changing every sentence. Either she's either a Mary Sue who has everything handed to her, and then I say no, there's struggles, and then you say, yeah, she went through those struggles, so therefore she's not awesome. But going through struggles and overcoming them is what makes you awesome. Well, she's awesome because she's a Mary Sue, and we're hopping back between these goalposts that I don't know what I'm supposed to be defending. So to counter one argument, you have to hop back to the other one, and they're both simultaneously invalid.
Well, here's the thing: is that you're both freaking wrong. Here's the thing. She went through those struggles, but she created 90% of the problems herself. And then at the end of the series, there was no consequence. She completely altered reality.
She created toffee. She created racism in Muni.
Yeah.
She created Ludo. She didn't create those problems. The main problems of the show were outside forces that she was going to have to deal with regardless.
Yeah,
so
but she handed over half the problems by just not stopping them to begin with.
3 problems, and that show had it ran for over 100 episodes. Her arcs,
it did.
Yeah, and in every single, in all but like the season openers and the season closers, she's constantly just being reckless with her magic, even after her teachers and her parents and everybody is trying to tell her, don't be reckless with your magic. And then
literally stops happening after season 1. That literally stops happening after season 1.
No, it really doesn't.
With the like
she continues to be irresponsible through the whole show.
No,
yeah,
no, she does not. Especially not season 3 and 4.
She pretends to be responsible, but still causes every trouble.
She has to solve the problems of literally every pony. And like multiple and like in the multiverse, and she finds the most equitable solution for as many parties as possible, which is very royalty and princess of her to find an equitable solution and an ethical one, because she found out the bad ethics and the corruption within her own family's monarchy and recognized it and sought to solve it. How much more responsible and ethical can you possibly be?
She could have done it without becoming Thanos.
Who did she kill? Oh, wait. She did all the magical creatures. But, I mean...
Thank you for giving me that point, Cordero.
She did kill a lot of magical creatures. But Hekapoo said it was fine, so it's fine.
Yeah, 1 out of the thousands.
Yeah, the suicidal emo, goth one at that, too. Nobody takes those people seriously.
Well,
she's the most powerful on the Magic Council, so I count that as the will of all magical creatures that died because magic ceased to
They were
exist.
definitely...
the only one
Stop
of
thinking
those
about it.
on the
Stop thinking
council...
about the implications of...
The only person on the council who I would say would be able to speak for all magical creatures is Omnitraxus. And that's just because he's an all-powerful being.
Who's now dead.
Yes.
And the
also trapped thousands of creatures in different dimensions.
And I hated the ending.
Who was the guy that
reminding me?
Who was the guy that lived in the book?
I hate the ending.
Who was the guy that lived in the book? I can't remember his name. Encyclopedic or something.
Glossaric.
Glossaric.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was the most powerful.
And he died.
He's like a genie. He's tied to the book.
Mm-hmm.
Please say this. I do trust Star more than I trust Romulus.
Fair.
Yeah, no arguments there.
That's probably the best we can say.
Stop ignoring the fact that Star is irresponsible. Stop ignoring the fact that she had a character arc and overcame her irresponsibility.
It's not very much of a character arc.
I would also say she didn't overcome it because nothing she did worked.
Yeah. She literally had to destroy all magic just to fix all the problems.
She had to create an apocalypse setting for everything to work out fine.
I'm gonna rewrite the ending so that it doesn't ruin the show in the end of the fourth.
The fact that you admit that
and Star is amazing. Star Butterfly is amazing. The ending of the series is garbage, but Star Butterfly is best pony.
I mean, the object here was to pick the best pony. I didn't think you were gonna pick the freaking worst.
Best pony, not best series, and not best ending. It's best pony. Star Butterfly rules.
And here's the thing. Not only did she destroy the magic, she combined multiple realms with magic and monsters into Earth.
And they all lived happily ever after with no more racism.
No, I'm pretty sure
don't
they
think
were
about it.
Created more.
Don't think about it. You keep saying.
Now they have to deal with all the humans that are scared to living death of all the new creatures.
Everything will be fine. There's no racism on Earth. It was only in Muni and Equestria. It's fine. Because they're ponies. Everyone is ponies.
Nobody wanted the Equestria girl in the main canon, okay?
Star Butterfly ended that third series by going, "I'm the only one who knows that, or at least the only one with the will to do anything about it." And then,
I mean, kind of true.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. I did not think you were going to pick the worst possible pony. Anyway,
I mean, I can see you arguing against me, but I am appalled that you're trying to make like worst pony arguments for someone who's this benevolent and did this many good things for her friends and her kind.
No, because she gets the crap kicked out of her by Marco at almost every turn.
When did they fight?
In terms of being able to make logical, ethical decisions and be responsible with the consequences of their actions.
That was the purpose of his character was to be a mentor friend.
See, now you could have made a good argument for Marco being best pony.
His arc.
You chose Star.
You're just describing Marco's role in her arc. How does that discount Star? It's like, well, she had Marco helping her out. Yeah, and that discounts Star how?
Because Star never listened to him and never.
Yes, she did. Maybe not right in every single moment, every single time he said something, but she listened to him over time and got better. He helped her get better. She helped him be more brave and bold, like he wanted to.
I will say one thing about that. Marco became brave and bold because he got sucked into Hekapoo's dimension.
That was part of it.
Star did not do a single thing to make him brave.
She showed him a world of magic and took him on adventures, and they fought side by side.
I still stand by my fact that he mostly became brave by himself because he was stuck in one realm.
All right, we got to move on here. Morningstar, you said Danny Phantom was the best pony.
Yes.
Tell us why.
A pony whose parents are ghost hunters that somehow inconsequentially turned him into a half ghost pony, and he had to end up hiding it from his parents and the entire world so he didn't get hunted down. And then he has to come back and save the world on his own, and almost every single piece of the story or episodes fall in line with one each another, with the exception of a few. I will give a few that he was able to overcome and grow in his powers with each and every episode until he has to bring both the Ghost Zone and Equestria together to save Equestria from a giant meteorite.
All right, but here's the thing. Butch Hartman wrote all those seasons. So it's instantly you're just credited on face there.
How am I discredited on face? Butch Hartman created
He made some good stuff.
Three of the best series. He created 3 of the best early. Now, this is early 2000s. I will not give his later stuff acknowledgement, but the early 2000s, like the Fairly Odd Parents, the Danny Phantom, those were some of the best series. Early 2000s.
Meriwether Williams wrote better pony than Butch Hartman.
Listen, now you're just being rude.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. How do you know Butch actually wrote all those episodes? For all we know, he could have just had someone else do it and then put his name on it because that's just the kind of garbage man he was.
Yeah, so no person who comes up with a character, no person like that who comes up with any character, there's no way that character can be any good.
No one person can create an entire series. So you can't say, so your logic there already is invalid, because the same thing could be said about Avatar, the same thing could be said about Star Butterfly, the same thing could be said about Sam the Eagle, because it takes multiple writers, multiple artists.
We're not talking about series though. We're talking about best pony.
Yes.
Right? Oh, my argument. That sounds familiar.
Yes, but as I was about to say, it takes multiple people to make one pony, one character, a great character in all their series. Therefore, your argument of multiple people writing them is invalid, because you could say the same thing about all of your characters.
Well, it only takes one person to take all the credit and say how much he created our childhood.
Yes, because he created the concept of the show. He created Danny Phantom. I didn't say that he created his entire story arc by himself. He created the character that grew with others' help that he had let others help him grow the character out. There was so much potential for him, and he brought out every little bit of potential in Danny.
Well, I think Danny Phantom is cringe on a subjective level, and my whole argument is Butch Hartman bad. So somebody else take this one.
Brony, there's so many things you can dig at Danny for. Like, one thing, he never learns anything.
Yeah, listen, I never watched any of the seasons with Danny Phantom in it.
Okay.
Right?
Brony, and you call yourself a reviewer.
He changes love.
I review good things. Okay, I don't waste my time on crap.
Here's the thing. You say that he didn't grow, but let's go back and discuss the special where he has to fight his future self, where he learns that cheating on the test literally causes the destruction of his friends, his family, and turns him evil. He learned from that. Let's talk about how the fact that at the beginning of the series, he literally had no control over his powers or anything, and at the end of the series, he had perfect control over almost all of his powers, with the exception of new growing powers that could come at a later time, but the series ended.
Okay, and look where that led in the finale, where he gave it all up until his friends had to guilt trip him.
He gave it up because he realized that it's too much responsibility for one person, and then he realized that responsibility is what made him unique.
No, it's because his friends guilt tripped him.
No,
Look, Butch Hartman is not known for his talents in maintaining continuity. I'd bet any amount of money, even without having seen any of those seasons, that like 3 episodes later, he cheated on another test or something just as equally stupid.
No. And I was going to say, and actually, his friends didn't guilt trip him into getting his powers back. He got his powers back because he went to the Ghost Zone to get the ghosts to help save both worlds, and the ghosts gave him his powers back.
By complete accident.
That's arguable, but I can't say
They wanted to kill him.
No, because the second he had his powers back, they were all standing there like, yeah, we kind of did that.
Yeah, on accident. They were trying to kill them because he kidnapped them.
No, they were trying.
Yes, he did. He literally
I give
you
the kidnapping, yes, but they weren't trying to kill him, because when they were standing there after him, they weren't like, oh crap, we meant to kill this guy. No, they were like, hey, we need to save both our worlds. Come on.
No, he had to talk them down.
Yeah.
I saw the finale not too long ago. I remember what happened.
He had to talk them down because he spent his entire series fighting 90% of them.
Yeah, and he still beat them. He still had to beat them up a little bit once he got the powers back, because now he couldn't be pushed around.
I stand by my statement that they did not mean to give him his powers back. They meant to give him his powers back.
Well, they're arguing semantics at this point.
Yeah. If you didn't mean to give someone their powers back, you wouldn't stand there like, oh crap, he now has his powers back. What am I gonna do? No, you'd be like, that's what you would do. But instead, they're like, yeah, we gave this guy his powers back. Let's go stop this meteorite.
All right. So with all that, let's move on to the next section here. So real quick, I want to go around the table here, and I want us to sum up our points. Tell us why your best pony is better than everybody else's best pony. So what does your best pony do that puts them above everybody else's? DJ.
He has a cool mask, dark powers, an awesome sword, and he's wider than anyone.
Okay, so how does that make him better than Star Butterfly?
You can just cut her head off.
Okay, how does that make him better than Jasper? Who was yours again?
Sam Eagle.
Sam Eagle.
Who was yours again?
Yeah, right. We can.
Big.
It's the easiest to spell.
That was so funny, and I don't think you meant it.
No, I didn't. All right, so how is Kylo Ren a better pony than Sam Eagle?
He can roast him over a spit.
Okay.
Giggity.
How is Kylo Ren better than Avatar Kyoshi?
Choke the life out of her.
I'm pretty sure she's got defenses for that. How's Kylo Ren better than Gosh darn, my memory is bad. And Danny
Danny
Phantom. Yeah.
He's a teenager. He can outwine him.
The fact that he can outwine a teenager is not a point in his favor, DJ.
Depends on who you're asking. For me, I find that hilarious.
I think
Best
you've got
pony has to have comedy.
I think you've got your priorities screwed. Okay, Cordero, let's hear
I
yours.
think you're in the right place.
Star Butterfly, it both embodies what it means to be youthful and spirited, but also what it takes to
Hold
be...
on a second. Did you just say Star Bottom Fly?
No, he
I
said
definitely
butterfly.
said butterfly.
He did say butterfly.
All right, but
Star Soggy Bottom.
Where is your mind, Brony?
Right?
yeah, I'm just pointing
Joe,
out. I'm just
hey,
pointing out what I heard. I'm pretty sure Cordero had a Freudian slip.
Hold on one second. Angel of Speed said Kylo Ren is 30, so the fact that he can outwine a teenager is just sad.
It's comedic. It's what works.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, if I wanted that, I'd listen to My Chemical Romance.
There you go.
We don't need to hear about your teenagerhood.
Alrighty then. So Cordero, how is Star Butterfly better than everybody else's pick?
Oh, we're not going through one by one. Well,
Yeah,
it
well,
sounds like
I am, but like, take it away yourself.
Well, we have a stiff that a lot of people haven't even heard of or care about. We have an emo bad guy who's not even the best Mary Sue in his own series. Trying to remember. We have Danny Phantom, which is just a Butch Hartman self-insert. And who am I missing? There's one more. That's
Kyoshi.
Sam the Eagle.
Oh yeah.
Kyoshi.
Oh yeah. And then we have Avatar the Murderer, whose best quality is that she gets off on murder. So yeah, not a hard competition for Star Butterfly, who also happens to be a very good character.
Alrighty then, Jasper. What does your best pony have over everybody else's?
Well, for starters, unlike Kylo, Sam doesn't have to wear a mask to be intimidating.
Damn.
Unlike Kyoshi, he doesn't have to be reincarnated as a child in order to fix the world.
Alrighty then.
Unlike Star, he doesn't screw up the entire galaxy just for a boy toy, because romance, I don't think, is his thing.
Alright.
How do you know?
And I forgot the other guy.
Danny Phantom.
He's not Butch Hartman.
Okay, so what
Wow.
puts Sam Eagle over Danny Phantom?
That was it.
Okay, he's not Butch Hartman. All right.
He's not as bad as those other guys. Great argument.
I gotta say, that's kind of a big point.
Alrighty then. Morningstar. What puts Danny Phantom over everybody else's best pony?
Danny Phantom over Kyoshi is the fact that Kyoshi, while they came up from a struggle, once she got her powers and was able to do them, all you really see in her series is that she just goes Avatar state and then destroys everything. He didn't have past lives to help him learn how to control his powers. Over Sam the Eagle, well, I mean, there's no argument there. Sam the Eagle's just Sam the Eagle. There's so much wrong with that to begin with. At least people can remember who Danny Phantom was.
It's the easiest name to spell!
Danny Phantom ain't that hard either. Anyway, he's question girl. Who is here? Oh, Star Butterfly. Butterfly. The only thing they have in common is that they both had to grow in their powers and learn from their experience. And even then, at least Danny had an entire ghost zone and friends to guide him to control his powers, when Star literally had a book that she didn't listen to. And Kylo Ren, he's not even the best Mary Sue in his series.
Stole that one.
Yeah,
it's a good
and
one
it's
to
a
steal.
good argument.
It's not
Everyone
original.
knows the Ewoks are the best.
Negative points.
Yeah, I agree. Negative points.
The only redeeming quality about him is that he ends up changing sides at the very end, and that's just because he realized he was on the losing side.
Alrighty then. Now for Avatar Kyoshi. Avatar Kyoshi is the bridge between the spirit world and the physical world. So not only would she just discipline the heck out of Danny Phantom, but even if he tried to use his ghost power, she would just hop over to the spirit realm with him and continue to own him there too. She's also got... She's way more mature, way smarter, way more clever, and way harder working. She's a much better leader than Sam Eagle could ever hope to be. Kyoshi is way more responsible with her powers and doesn't have any of the moral misguidings of Star Butterfly, and she's not an evil emo tryhard like Kylo Ren with the dumbest weapons and the dumbest powers ever. Okay, bring me the Tessin that can turn into a buckler shield, and I will just beat Kylo Ren over the head with it. I don't care how many broken laser swords he has. That is why Avatar Kyoshi is the best pony. Alrighty then. So, with that, I think we're good to get into audience participation unless somebody has anything they want to add real quick.
No.
Let's go.
All right, cool. Rusty Helm 93 says, "Oh, we're going this route. Well, in this case, I'd like to change my nomination. And his name is John Cena." I should have had
I'm in physical pain.
I should have had that clip pulled, the sound pulled up. So, what do we think about John Cena, gentlemen?
He's the best pony in China.
Cameo in Scooby-Doo was nice. It really wasn't needed. That
Dwayne,
and the Flintstones.
John Cena is still second best to his counterpart, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So that argument is already invalid.
You guys are sleeping on
Macho Man?
yes. You guys are
He's definitely no Macho Man.
you guys are sleeping on
Andre
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, all right, so let's see here. Battlecross says, "Does Kylo Ren still count after becoming good again?" DJ.
I mean, he was a villain for most of it, so I think it counts. I mean, people still consider Discord a villain.
No, I consider Discord a nuisance.
I consider Discord his own worst enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
True. Also still very Kylo.
And a terrible singer.
Yep, we can definitely say that.
As I said, Kylo Ren only switched sides because he realized he was on the losing side.
Paladin Pony T says, Asami is the best pony.
Who?
Asami's also from the
Korra.
Yeah, and that is blatantly false.
Wait, no, who's
Korra's
Asami?
girlfriend.
I legit, I don't remember who Asami is.
The girl that's not Korra in Korra.
And they somehow ended together.
The one with the one with the martial arts and the taser gloves. Her father runs the mech building.
I remember now.
She dates everyone, including Korra.
19.
As I said,
Yeah,
I only acknowledge bits and pieces of Korra.
1920s gender bent Tony Stark.
Did Jasper say? I missed it.
And she somehow ends up
dating every character in the show. Yeah.
Is that what you were saying, Jasper? I thought that was what Cordero said.
Maybe we both said it.
I was gonna say with Korra in the end, but then I realized, she's kind of been with literally everyone.
Yeah.
Except the one guy that probably wanted to date her.
So Paladin Pony T, you're wrong on grounds that Asami is a slut. Galactic Gamer Trio says, Brony, who do you think is the best pony from Teen Titans? I say Beast Boy.
Robin.
Why Robin?
Team works.
Three-way tie between Beast Boy, Starfire, and Raven.
Nah.
Yeah, Cyborg.
Starfire is too stupid. to be the best pony, and Raven is too emotionally unstable.
Okay, hold up there. Starfire is only stupid in Teen Titans Go. In Teen Titans, she's amazing.
Well,
Not good,
everyone is
but amazing.
I will give Starfire the fact that she is definitely better in Teen Titans than Teen Titans Go when she learns, but she still can't speak English properly.
Well, she sucked face with Robin, so really shows how well his language skills are.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
Think about it.
New headcanon, Robin has a stutter that Batman had to beat out of him, and then when Starfire kissed him, she took his stutter.
Didn't take a stutter, but Robin always said the in every sentence, and she took that.
Crazy Whore 116 says, out of all the females in My Hero Academia, who is the best pony?
And I'm out. I've never seen the show.
I can't remember half the names.
Sue. I'd say Sue.
I'd say the girl, that young girl that was towards the end of the series, whose name I can't remember. But
Oh, Aerie?
Yeah, Aerie, yes.
Sue is the frog, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say she's the best too.
I like Sue. I will give Sue a close second.
Aerie has a lot of cute points, but she
That's why
hasn't really
she's
done
first.
anything yet.
Yeah, well, she wins
Sue
by
is intelligent.
cute points. She still wins by cute points. So
I have seen a lot of art of her, so yeah, I'll go with Froggy.
Alrighty then. Cordero, what do you think? You're a big fan of those seasons.
What of the core stuff? I like the core stuff.
No. We're talking about
My Hero.
Who's
Oh,
best girl?
Who's best girl? Shoot, I flip flopped on this before. But no, it's Froppy, and everyone else is wrong.
No,
we all said Froppy.
Sorry,
I'll accept Jasper.
No,
I
was
just
the
said
only.
Froggy.
No,
Everyone said Froppy?
I was
Sorry,
the
you
only
caught
one
me.
that said Aerie, and
Aerie.
she's only first in my book by cute points.
Morningstar, I got a feeling something's wrong with you. Paladin Pony T says,
There's a lot wrong with me, Brony. Where do you want me to start? We can create an entire debate just on what's wrong with me, and it would be a 27,000 part series.
Indeed. Might want to start working on that. Paladin Pony T says, Brawny, do you think this topic was a mistake? No, this is the best topic we've ever had on this show.
Agreed.
Peppermint.
I feel emotionally stimulated and gassy at the same time.
All
It's
right.
great.
Get some
Do you need a Tums?
get some Pepto-Bismol and maybe do some sit-ups. Peppermint Present says, Equestria is Canada.
Okay.
I would
they don't really
more
have the
say
accent for
I would more say like Great Britain, but okay.
You know, I do remember, like, early on in the fandom, someone took the map of Equestria and they overlaid it with a place in Canada called Pony Island, and the south side of the island it was like either the south or the north side of Pony Island in Canada matches up perfectly with the map of Equestria. I gotta wonder if that's on purpose, but I feel like at this point it would have come out.
The ponies are Canadian.
Alrighty then. Galactic Gamer Trio says, okay, off topic, but Mineta is the worst pony. Who agrees with me?
Who's Mineta
no.
again?
He's not the worst pony. He gets way too much hate.
Ball guy from My Hero.
Yeah, the ball guy, the pervy ball guy.
The guy
gives him
with
way
the
too
balls
much.
on his head.
Yeah,
Eh.
He's
give-
not
they give him way too
worst,
much
but
shit.
he's not exactly good either.
Yeah, he's all right. He's shown
overhated.
He is overhated. He's shown some valor in combat, and his perviness isn't even like top 20 worst pervs I've seen in anime.
I can't say that he's worst, simply from the fact that he's so bad it makes him good somehow.
I don't believe in so bad it's good. I would have said Mineta is the worst, hands down. It's been a long time
I've seen the villain.
It's been a long time that I've seen since I've seen a character that was supposed to be a protagonist, but when they succeed, I get upset. Like, no, why are you still here? Leave. I don't like you.
It's growing, Bronny. He's a teenager.
He wears a diaper.
Not every design is gonna be number one.
Okay, but you could
I
at
mean,
least try to
hold
not
on,
give a
hold
freaking midget
Bro-
teenager a diaper. He's like...
Brony, I'm gonna take out your argument that he's in a diaper and go with Cupid.
Wow.
That doesn't help. It just confirms that it's a diaper.
Diaper's funnier.
Oh, God. Okay, Herman Sillo says,
Blood.
Ed Elric is best pony. Dude had to struggle to get his success, and he's the smartest by the end of Brotherhood.
He's definitely a high tier pony. I agree.
I would say he's a great contender. Definitely.
Yeah, I could give Ed that.
Funny, strong, confident, smart.
I'll give full metal credits. I'll give the Full Metal Alchemist credits.
I would have argued against him the least out of all what you guys brought in.
He would be a contender for best pony if it weren't for the fact that he's short and has a girly hairstyle.
He wasn't short by the end, though. He was tall.
Yeah, and his hairstyle actually makes him unique. And I mean,
maybe I could forgive the short and the girly hairstyle if he grew a beard.
I was gonna say his hairstyle might be on its own girly, but the way he wears the hairstyle does not make it girly.
I can hear him getting mad about the short comment from here.
I don't know.
I can hear his anger.
I watched that whole series just waiting for Sephiroth to come down and just from the back with the way he wears his hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
That it took you a long time to get to that joke. Was it worth it?
Yes. Okay. Angel of Speed says Steven Universe is best pony and he's officially banned.
Denied.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Where was your argument on that? The only character growth he had was on the last season of Steven Universe, and then on the Steven Universe Future and the movie. That's the only real character growth I really ever see.
And even then, it was bullcrap character growth that doesn't make any sense. And anybody who's actually lived in the real world, unlike the writers of Steven Universe, could see that and go, no, what, the 16-year-old with bad PTSD that's barely been treated is gonna go off on his own with no money on a road trip? He's gonna die. He's gonna end up in San Francisco where he's gonna get several STDs and get addicted to heroin and die on the street.
I'm gonna take away the no money thing from you right now because his dad was rich.
Hey, well, he's gonna blow all of his dad's money on heroin. All right, so there's just an extra step there. Okay, but the result is the same: dead on the street of San Francisco within 2 years. All right.
I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying you can't make the argument for no money.
All right, Crazy Whore 116 says Ravens from Teen Titans is a better Star Butterfly.
That makes
too emotional.
sense.
I'm sorry. She's got way too much emotional baggage on her.
They're not similar in personality, circumstance, character development, attributes. They're just completely uncomparable.
The only thing that Raven has is the fact that she has to fight her father, and even then, it was kind of forced, if you ask me.
All right.
In both series, in the good Teen Titans and in the bad Teen Titans Go, it was forced.
Yeah, that's funny.
T-Man,
something right.
T-Man says blasphemy. Ric Flair was the best pony of his age.
Woo!
I don't know wrestling.
It's the woo guy. Just say woo.
Ken Ashcourt made a song about him. It was actually pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Christopher Jones says Fluttershy is the best pony. Who the frick is Fluttershy?
Yeah, never heard of her.
Yeah.
Jasper,
Can you
know Fluttershy?
buy a pony that don't exist?
We're talking about ponies tonight, guys. Come on.
Yeah, get your fan made cringy OCs out of here. We're better than that. Alrighty then. I think
No, they're not.
Iravity says Crazy Horse says Iravity is the best pony.
Oh, for best. I think that was for best girl in My Hero. Ochako. I mean, she's fine.
Oh, the Gravity Girl. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I still don't. I don't give her as many points as Froppy, but I do give her a few points.
Unfair.
I would say she's the best pick for Deku, but
yeah, I'll give her that. I'll give her the points because she really she's a great character. She's got great growth so far, but her majority of her points is the fact that she comes as a love interest for the protagonist.
Alrighty then. And with that, I've reached the bottom of the chat that I had saved. Did anybody else see anything that they wanted to address before we wrapped up?
You addressed everything that I had.
Yeah, I think you got him pretty good.
Alrighty then.
The only one I see is a stupid joke.
Okay, so now let's wrap this up. Let's go around the table here and give us one thing you learned tonight, starting with Jasper.
I learned that you are all weirdos.
Nothing has
That's
changed.
not learning much considering everyone's weird on their own special level.
Not me. I'm normal. I'm perfectly
Sounds like
sane.
weirdo talk to me.
And that's what makes you the weirdest of us all, is the fact that you think you're normal.
And now I learned a new thing. That's Brony is delusional.
Again, that's not learning much.
Shut up, Jasper. At least I could pull off a fez.
You worship a king that died 3 times!
Ouch! Ouch!
All right, whatever. Take it. DJ, one thing you learned tonight.
I learned that all of you underestimate the power of the Force.
And he's still the second best Mary Sue.
That's fine. So did
In
Star
his own
Wars.
series.
Listen, I've had gas from Mexican food more powerful than anything Kylo Ren did in his whole series. Alrighty then. Cordero, one thing you learned tonight.
I learned that there's a lot of good ponies out there, but there's only one best pony.
Yep. Let's see here. And Morningstar, one thing you learned tonight.
There's a lot of hate for Butch Hartman.
Deserved.
I'm surprised.
granted-
I'm surprised you're just now hearing
granted-
about it.
Granted, the hate is deserved for some of his later works. But
I was gonna
you
say,
hate on a lot of his earlier works that were pretty good. That's
He
what
did
I
make
learned.
good stuff. Yeah, he
It's
did
not so
make-
much on his earlier work, it's more like on his later work / him as a person later on. And if you know, you know.
Yes, I'm not arguing with him as a person later on. I'm the fact that I was going with his earlier works and his earlier stuff. That's what I was going with. I wasn't talking about his more recent career. I was ignoring that for a reason. That's blotched out on my radar. That's not even on my radar. That doesn't
I've
exist.
never seen anything by
Butch
Butch Hartman that I've enjoyed.
Butch Hartman ceased to exist when he introduced Chloe to the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents is amazing. I don't know how you didn't enjoy that.
No, I love Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah,
But I'm saying he ceased to exist when he introduced Chloe to the Fairly Odd Parents.
I need my
Okay,
characters to have at least a double-digit IQ in order for me to enjoy them, and Butch Hartman does not have a single character that meets that criteria.
Tucker Foley.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Alrighty then.
Character in Danny Phantom.
Yep. I learned that this is not a discussion that can be wrapped up in an hour. We're gonna have to sit here and hash this out because, like I said, we need to appease the extraterrestrials in order to, begin solving the other major problems of the world. So we're gonna close out here for now, and everybody is gonna stay chained to their desks until you all agree that Avatar Kyoshi is the best pony. And once that happens, there will be world peace. The war in Ukraine will end. The Taliban will stop fighting each other. And the world hunger will cease to be. But I just need to convince these guys that Avatar Kyoshi is the best and that they're all wrong. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Jasper, did you have fun tonight?
Call the police! I mean, yes, it was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life and will ever have in the future. Press next button.
Alrighty then. Morningstar, did you have fun tonight? Nope, he muted himself.
Sorry, no, I'm sorry. I was talking to somebody. Yes, I had fun tonight. It was pretty amazing. It's always fun to hang out with you guys and Jasper, considering I've only hung out with him twice now.
Alrighty
Nope,
then.
3 times. Miscounted.
Well, hopefully we'll get you more opportunities here. Cordero, did you have fun tonight?
I had a lot of fun tonight.
This was a good one.
Maybe too much fun tonight.
I hope none of the new watchers, come expecting it all to always be like this. Oh God,
It is always like
Ben
this.
10 is the best pony. No. Let's
No.
You're not wrong.
All right.
Depends on who you ask.
I'm sorry, Ben 10 loses points from the fact that he has amazing character development, then doesn't, then amazing character development, then doesn't, then amazing character development, then doesn't. Make up your mind, and then they have the new Ben 10 series.
I don't
Now, I
know
can tell you
anything
which
about
Ben
Ben 10.
10
I've
character-
never seen anything about Ben 10. I only know about the premise.
Now, I can tell you which Ben 10 character is for real best pony. Wrath.
Yep, I will give him that.
I'll just
I will give Wrath. I will give Wrath his existence.
I'm just gonna let these nerds debate among themselves on that one.
He's allowed to be.
Yeah, DJ, did you have fun tonight?
This has been absolutely fun, and none of us are being held against our will. Why would you say that? Please send help. He's delusional. No, Brony, no.
Not again.
He's got the blowtorch!
FBI, open up!
And I'm still a 20-foot tall shape-shifting wolf, so...
Alrighty then. Well, if you're out on the stream, if it's your first time watching, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you again watching us. Go watch Jasper's videos. He makes some really good stuff. Go read Cordero's fan fictions. Read DJ's fan fictions too. He also does video game streams on Twitch. And go watch Morningstar's video game live streams. Are you on Twitch or what do you do now, Morningstar?
I am on Twitch.
All right, yeah. So my link for you is still accurate. Got to keep up with that stuff. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Yeah, stay safe. God bless. Thanks to all of my generous supporters on Patreon, especially those on the $10 and up tier. These are Princess Heather Blossom, Shady Oak Ministry, Sid McConroy, Autoknight, Emerald Spencer, Senko, Kyle Christensen, DJ who's with us, Rein-Kun, Morningstar who's with us, Cordero who's with us, QFlash, Billy Henline, Alden, MacManx, EasyModeGamer, and Dark Malcontent, author of the Metaverse series. All of them have links to their own content in the description that I highly recommend checking out. If you want to be on the show, I'd love to have you. Get on my Patreon for $1 a month. You get in the server where you get to hang out with me, all these guys, make suggestions for the games, and be on the show if you want to hang out with me some more. Tomorrow night on Princess Heather Blossom's channel at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing some crocheting. I'm going to be hanging out there and reading the chat. And then next week on Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be playing some video games. With that, yeah, go ahead.
And remember, if every one of Brony's subscribers donates him $1, he'll be able to live a comfortable and happy life.
Yep, and I could actually get on a regular upload schedule instead of this crap that I'm on right now. Anyway,
he could also grow his hair back.
Literally could grow my hair.
You're
back.
asking for a miracle.
Listen, I really just need money. I know exactly what to do. It's just freaking expensive. All right, so happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Stay safe. Say goodnight, everyone.
April
Good night, everyone.
Fools.